Hello everyone, this is Gary, and today we're looking at 6 ways to sell a service. Now, it is worth emphasizing right at the outset that we are talking here about selling a service and not a product. The techniques and methods for selling a product are quite different, and indeed I've covered them in another video. But here we're looking at the ways in which you sell a service. Now, a service could be anything from a professional service to a repair service. It doesn't matter, there is a common feature to all of them. If you're looking at selling a product, you're trying to identify a need in a customer and link it to the product that you're selling. But if you're selling a service, that's quite different. Here, you're selling the personal skills of the person who is providing that service, and people buy people. So the fundamentals are quite different. What you're trying to do is to create in the client, and the terminology is different, it's client, not customer. You're trying to create in the client a sense that the service you provide brings value, and that is why they want to buy you or whoever is providing that service instead of anyone else. So what I try and do here is look at the 6 ways in which you can sell that service by adding value to your services. You have to find ways in which you can express the way in which you providing that service can add value in ways that others don't, or simply that your service has value and is worth buying. And if you can add value to your services, inevitably you'll be able to add money to your bottom line. And how do you do that? Well, that's what I'm going to cover in the video. But broadly, you look at the experience, you try to promote your ability to do the job, your competence, your capability. You try to make sure that it's clear that complex things are much more easier and simple, straightforward when you manage them, because you have the experience and the competence to do them and to do them well. And you try to address issues that the client may have in their minds that make them concerned or anxious about what might be happening as you provide this service and with the project or matter that you're dealing with, and you try to deal with that. You provide expertise, you provide support, you provide experience, and you make the complicated easier to understand, and you make it more likely that it's going to end successfully. How do you do all those things? Well, essentially there are 6 ways in which to do that, and that's what I'm going to cover. Now, I know, having done this introduction, a number of you will be saying, well look, let's just get on with it. So that's what we shall do. Without further ado, and with bated breath, as they say in all good videos, let's get into it. Okay, so let's get into it. We're looking at 6 ways to sell a service. You're adding value to your services and money to your bottom line. And always reading the small print, of course. So, first 2 ways are to emphasize experience and simplicity. You want to show capability. We have done this many times before. You also want to make it straightforward. The job breaks down into, for example, 3 key elements. So ways 3 and 4 is to look at sources and anxiety. So the first one is to reaffirm the referral. Why did you choose us? The next one is to assuage any anxiety. Well, what's your main worry with this? We then go on to ways 5 and 6, expertise and support. In other words, we do this type of work a lot. We are experienced in this work. That is your expertise. And you provide comfort and support. Don't worry about those anxieties. We can sort this out for you. Okay, so that was the 6 ways to sell a service. In other words, how to add value to your services and ultimately to the bottom line by convincing your clients that you are the right person to do the job for them. Now, if you've got this far, thanks very much for sticking with it. Just to recap, we looked at the need to show experience and the ability to simplify the complex. We also looked at trying to reaffirm in the mind of the client that their choice of you is the right choice, and to assuage any anxieties they may have about the job going forward. Finally, we looked at showing expertise, providing them with support for the difficulties that they perceive might lie ahead, and you convincing them that actually those difficulties are things that you can deal with. In other words, not to worry, you can sort it out for them. Believe me, that's the way to sell a service, and it is as easy as that. Now, if you like this video, please mark it as a like. And if you want to subscribe, please do so if you want more videos like this. Apart from that, all that is left for me to say is thanks for watching and bye for now.